Why do people love the movie Logan enough to consider it the best Marvel movie ever? So I personally wouldn't say Logan is my favorite Marvel movie ever. I would probably give that title to Into the Spider-Verse, which I know wasn't made by Marvel, but whatever, it's a Marvel character. But why is the movie Logan so beloved? Logan is a drama of a man coming to terms with his morality after a long life filled with sorrow and loss, an emotional father and son journey, and a gritty western about the last man standing. Somehow this movie excelled in all of these aspects, but there's more. It's a dramatic storyline enriched by brutal, unflinching action sequences that finally let Wolverine be the bloody hero he is. It's also a story of loss in many ways. Loss of innocence for Laura, who was experimented on, loss of control for Charles since the X-Men, his life's work is all gone, and loss of hope for Logan, who has nothing and no one to live for. However, it's also a story of redemption as well. Charles gets a few hours of joy and a chance to be a part of a family, and before dying, he helps to put one last mutant on the right path, a cause that defined his character and his life. Laura, all alone in the world, finally finds someone who cares for her, who understands and wants to help her. And then there's Logan, a man who has suffered so much we cannot even fathom the amount of pain and sorrow he's gone through, and yet he still finds someone who opens up his heart that was so firmly shut after decades and decades of despair. After Logan is the last man standing, he rests in his daughter's arms with a smile on his face and hope in his heart. These are his final words before dying, with his heart in his hand, a prophecy that carried over from the Wolverine movie. Hugh Jackman gave his best performance since The Prisoners. He definitely used the last 2 decades we've spent with this performance of this character to finally give us the most emotional conclusion he could have given for this role. That's another thing, Logan has a sense of finality to it. It was the end of an era, much like Avengers Endgame. It's also unique in that it is genuinely a standalone story. You didn't need to know shit to enjoy Logan, you could just go straight into it. Now I have to mention we will undoubtedly get another Wolverine sooner rather than later, because of Deadpool 3, but in the world that Logan occupied for so long, he is straight up dead. And all of that is without mentioning technical stuff in the movie like the direction and music. Logan is unique because our hero, if we can even call him that, isn't trying to save the world. He is trying desperately to save his own soul. There are no massive CGI battles. Instead, Logan has to fight his sins of his past, embodied by his younger, stronger clone, X-24. There is no one left alive except for Logan, but even though he dies in the end of the movie, his hope is left alive through Laura.